Hello, my name is Ceci, and today I will be talking about the key concepts of Chapter 4, Ecosystems and Communities. Weather and climate both involve variations in temperature, precipitation, and other environmental factors. Weather is the day-to-day condition of Earth's atmosphere. Climate, on the other hand, refers to the average conditions over long periods. A region's climate is defined by year-after-year patterns of temperature and precipitation. Environmental conditions can vary over small distances, creating microclimates. Global climate is shaped by many factors, including solar energy trapped in the biosphere, latitude, and the transport of heat by winds and ocean currents. The difference in heat distribution creates three different climate zones: tropical, temperate, and polar. Every species has its own range of tolerance, the ability to survive and reproduce under a range of environmental circumstances. A species' tolerance for environmental conditions helps determine its address, or habitat, the general place where an organism lives. A niche is the range of physical and biological conditions in which a species lives, and the way the species obtains what it needs to survive and reproduce. When organisms attempt to use the same limited ecological resource in the same place at the same time, competition occurs. The competitive exclusion principle states that no two species can occupy exactly the same niche in exactly the same habitat at exactly the same time. An interaction in which one animal captures and feeds on another animal is called predation, and an interaction in which one animal feeds on producers, such as plants, is called herbivory. Sometimes changes in the population of a single species, often called a keystone species, can cause dramatic changes in the structure of a community. A relationship in which two species live closely together is called symbiosis, which means living together. Biologists recognize three main classes of symbiotic relationships in nature: mutualism, parasitism, and commensalism. A relationship between species in which both benefit is known as mutualism. Relationships in which one organism lives inside or on another organism and harms it is called parasitism. Commensalism is a relationship in which one organism benefits and the other is neither helped nor harmed. Ecologists classify Earth's terrestrial ecosystems into at least 10 different groups of regional climate communities. Biomes are described in terms of abiotic factors like climate and soil type, and biotic factors like plant and animal life. Major biomes include tropical rainforest, tropical dry forest, tropical grassland, savanna or shrubland, desert, temperate grassland, temperate woodland and shrubland, temperate forest, northwestern coniferous forest, boreal forest / taiga, and tundra. Some land areas do not fall neatly into one of the major biomes. Because they are not easily defined in terms of typical community of plants and animals, mountain ranges and polar ice caps are not usually classified into biomes. Underwater organisms are affected primarily by the water's depth, temperature, flow, and amount of dissolved nutrients. The sun-lit region near the surface in which photosynthesis can occur is known as the photic zone. Below the photic zone is the dark aphotic zone, where photosynthesis cannot occur. Many aquatic organisms live on or in rocks and sediments on the bottoms of lakes, streams, and oceans. These organisms are called the benthos, and their habitat is the benthic zone. Freshwater ecosystems can be divided into three main categories: rivers and streams, lakes and ponds, and freshwater wetlands. An estuary is a special kind of wetland formed where a river meets the sea. Ecologists usually divide the ocean into zones based on depth and distance from shore. Marine ecosystems include the intertidal zone, the coastal ocean, and open ocean.